Yo, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful day, man. Well, it's a beautiful night for me. I kind of recorded this video later than I was supposed to because I was procrastinating. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still getting it done whether I like it or not. But today, I wanted to talk about how the person I bullied for months turned into one of my good friends that I talked to today. The person's name is James BULLIED. If you don't know him, he's one of my friends who has a YouTube channel right now, and I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can go and subscribe to his channel if that's the type of content that you want. So let me tell you about James BULLIED. When I first met him in 7th grade, he seemed like a chill, cool dude, and he was nice, and I felt like he was too nice at times because he always got disrespected by a lot of people that I've seen. He always got disrespected by females, some dudes sometimes, and that made me lose respect for him too, in all honesty. As more time got on, I realized that, bro, this dude doesn't even respect himself because he just lets himself get disrespected by everybody else. So it's like he just doesn't care about his respect, and I lost respect for him in that way. So I started treating him in more poor ways, in more bad ways, because if he didn't respect himself, why would I respect him? And there's a lot of bad things that I did in the past that I can own up to now, and I firmly apologize for all the actions that I did, because I took kindness as weakness in my eyes. That's exactly what it was. And I'm not afraid to say that now. I'm not afraid to say that I've made mistakes in the past and I want to fix them now in the future. So that's what I wanted to say now. But now he's more of a changed person. He's on like self-improvement. He wants to grow. But I still think that there's progress to be made, especially with like the video game thing. Like, I know that he's watching this right now, so yeah, I'm not really gonna get too deep in it. But the thing is, bro, you gotta get off the game a little bit, you feel me? Like, you have to find like a hobby or something that you could do more, you feel me? Because the amount of time that you play on the game, it's not really, it's not very healthy. There we go. It's not very healthy. But I'm still friends with him because he wants to change. He wants to grow as a person. He has that mindset that many others do not. And I want to help him on this journey, and he can help me too. And growing our YouTube channels and life and everything like that. So that is why I'm James BULLIED's friend, because he has the mindset to grow and become the best possible version of himself as well. All of this was in 7th to 8th grade, where I wasn't really much respecting myself, honestly. So just the feeling of just talking down to someone, it made me feel better than them because I was getting talked down to higher ups. It was like a hierarchy, kind of like a food chain, kind of. You feel me? Something like that. And when I was bullying James here, I feel a little bit better for myself, but that was only momentarily. That wasn't forever. It was gonna go away. I kept on doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. In all honesty, I regret that. I really do. There were some things about him that I questioned when we were friends. Some things that I didn't really get behind. Now, none of us in this world are perfect. Listen, I know I have flaws for thinking of bullying and harassing him, but he had flaws as well. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that he's perfect and everything like that, because he's not. No one is, alright? I still respect him and I trust him, but sometimes where some of the stuff that he did was infuriating, to say the least. I'm not going to get too specific on the type of things that he would be doing, but I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. It has stuff to do with girls. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not trying to get too deep in that. Some of the stuff that he would be doing be extremely infuriating. Like, It would make no sense to me, and that made me kind of mad because he's not making sense. He's doing things that make no sense truly. And since we started talking again, he's gotten a lot better with that aspect. Seems like he respects himself a lot more than he did in the past, which is very good to hear. Very nice. He stands up for himself now. He is a proud young man, and I'm proud to see some shit like that, man. There's not a lot of people like that nowadays, because a lot of people are the same. A lot of people are, where all they do is watch porn, play video games, scroll on Instagram, eat junk food. The main things that most kids nowadays do too. I was doing that, and I was doing that a few years ago, back in my 7th and 8th grade shit, on some real shit. But now I don't do that shit no more because I know it's bad for me, and I've taken a different path. Me and James have taken a different path. We've taken the same path in sort of a way where we try to improve, but most people don't really do that anymore. Most people have not done that. Most people have never heard of anything like that. And me and James are determined to become the best possible versions of ourselves. And I know that he would agree with me on that. And I know that's a fact. And honestly, James the Bow is a chill ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie with you. Yeah. There's a quote I like to say for myself in this terminology for how I acted, because I took advantage of James' niceness. And that quote is that the evil man envies the good in others. What this means is that hatred is truly born from hatred itself and can only aid to serving one's own destruction. And this is the downfall of many men. And if you don't understand what that means, it means that hatred is what's going to bring you down. Hating on people is not going to get you anywhere in life. It's succeeding with them, if possible. That's why I don't talk down on people anymore. Or I try my best not to. But I don't talk down on people. And I want to make a video on that too, where a huge mistake of mine where I look down upon people because I thought I was on a different, advanced and new path where no one else is going. And I thought everyone is lazy bums, including my friends, including my family, my mother, my father, my brother, all of them. I thought they were all bums and on a different path than me. And I'm ashamed to say that. But that's for another video. I'm not going to talk about that now. The point where I realized that hating wasn't good for me, it was bad, was when I was hanging out with a group of friends, including James. They were very toxic and very mean, I guess you could say, in light words. Very harsh. James had told us that his grandpa passed away and that it was very heartbreaking for him. And instead of his friends comforting him and saying it's going to be alright, they made jokes and laughed about it in his face. It got to the point where he started crying because that's just how bad it was. Do you know how bad that is? Do you truly know how bad that is? If I was in that situation where my uncle, grandpa, any member like that just passed away and everybody made fun of me for that, that would be fucking, I don't know what I would do. I would be distrustful in everybody. I would just despise those people that made fun of me. It makes no sense, honestly. I still don't know why he hung around that friend group, in all honesty. And while they were making these jokes, I was the only person out of the group to say that that shit's not right. I was one of the only people that didn't laugh at that. Because to me, honestly, that was just fucked up. The way that they did that, it was treacherous. Remember what I said about him being too nice sometimes? where I felt like he didn't respect himself. When they said that to him, guess what he did? He did nothing after that. The only thing he did do was cry. He didn't take any action. He didn't talk to them about it. Well, he did talk to them about it after. But in the moment, he didn't say anything. He didn't yell. He didn't scream. He didn't fight nobody. He didn't do none of that. He just sat there and just accepted it. And that's what I mean when I say I've lost respect for him in sort of a way, because of the things that he did back in 7th grade. Because stuff like that, I felt like it would be unacceptable. Like, he just took it. Like, there shouldn't even be a situation for you to be in, but your friends especially. There shouldn't even be a situation to begin with, but yet he's still stuck in this same situation. It's fucking sad. No one should have to deal with some shit like that. I know that shit hurt him. Now, I'm glad he's doing better now. This was a while ago, so I know he's good now, but I'm just glad he's doing better now, and he didn't sink down deeper and deeper into the hole that he had created for himself. But that's all I had to say for this video. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Alright, see y'all. Have a great day, y'all. Stay loved, stay blessed. To greater beyond.
Shut your fucking mouth!